Well, hello, all my model car building buddies. This here is Glenn's Models. I'm Glenn, and we have a special guest band here tonight. Put your hands together and then pull them back apart for the West Coast Sun-Dried Grapes. Right here. There they are. They're jamming along with the band right now. I don't have their amps hooked up. Yeah, but if you get close enough, you could hear them. Okay. Oh, my buddies at SpotlightHobbies.com have got a new thing in. It is a 29 Ford pickup from Revell, and it's the one that comes with two bodies. You get enclosed cab and the open roadster cab. It's pretty cool. It's got some custom parts in there for the motor, but the neatest thing is it comes with this California chopper. Really cool motorcycle in 1/25th scale. Little bitty guy. It's got the chrome Springer forks up, the big old pipe sticking up in the back, and it's pretty neat. Okay, well, I myself have stash ads. Ba-dum-bum. There it is. The 57 Chevy Nomad, two-door station wagon, sweet by Atlantis. Told you I'd be getting one. I made my Spotlight order for the month. Ordered this on Monday. Got it on Thursday. These guys don't mess around. They want you to get your stuff quick. I'm not going to do an unboxing on it on this video, but I am on the next one. Ooh, look at that. That looks cool. I'm told that Tom Daniels did the box art for this way back originally. And they're using some of his original box art. I could be wrong. I usually am. And I'm really good at being wrong, too. Let me tell you. Let me see. What else? Oh, I got this. You hear me straining? That is a heavy box. It says 90 parts. But it really, I don't know. This thing is heavy. It's like 7.889 pounds or 12 kilopounds or a bunch. This is cool though, man. How cool is this? I'll do an unboxing on this too coming up. Not on this episode, on the next one. This is a stash ad episode. Don't get greedy. I'll do an unboxing on the next one and the next one. This is so cool. This is the tightest box. I spent like 10 minutes. I'm still having a hard time getting it loose. What I had to do eventually, where'd it go? I had to split this corner out. Actually, it split on its own. But I tell you what, man, I wasn't getting that lid off without that side splitting. I ain't never had one fit that tight before. Which there's nothing wrong with that. That's not a complaint or anything. It's just wow. Usually they pop off there pretty good. What do we got here? Oh, here's some neat pictures from it. It got this sign on top. It actually has two of these signs on top. One of them has raised letters that you can paint, and the other one is flat, so you can use these decals that come with it. That's sweet. Check out this detailed interior. Got this. This is a plastic with a decal on it, and it's got the little pizza box. Oh, danggummit, I dropped Fing. You all right, buddy? Hello, speak to me, Fing. Oh, I'm all right. Well, are you okay? I like titers. That tells me you're not okay. I didn't ask you I'm sorry, buddy. I hope you can forgive me. It's all right. I'll be okay. He's a tough little bugger, ain't he? Okay, well, Stranger Things pizza. I like pizza, and Fing apparently likes taters. Who doesn't? This is a stash ad parts. I got these for parts. This is absolutely the best motor you can get from Revell Monogram in 1/24th scale. It is 120. No, it's 1/25th. What the hell am I talking about? But this is, man, it's one of the best motors you can ask for right there. There's a picture of it. Moroso valve covers, cool blower, nice scoop. Everything about that motor is good. I get these for that and a few other parts. Actually, I got the rear end out of this one already. It's in something I'm fixing to show you in a minute. But first, am I forgetting something? Let me see. Poor thing, I like to knock him out there. Nope, that was it. This is Baron von Redfink. I had his helmet painted before, and right after I painted it, I dropped it, and it busted back in half. And I just now got it redone and repainted. If I put his helmet on like that, it looks funny. I could put it up like this. He looks more surprised, like, oh, yeah, what's going on here? Or put it over here, and he looks kind of angry, like he's up to something. I'm not sure how I'll have it. Probably like that. That's least offensive. The helmet's cool. I had to widen it out by about almost a ½ inch in order to get it to fit on his big old head. And for the Baron von Redfink car, I got the front wheels made for it. Wait, let me turn off the thing. Yeah, I was trying to make them look as much like the Red Baron wheels as possible. I have to, where you at, thing? I got to paint inside these. I just painted the silver a couple hours ago, and you got to let this stuff dry for a couple days before you put liquid on it, or it'll just flow up through it. You know, the black, the little metal flakes come up through the black. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. And I get that on there, and these will look cool. That's the front wheels for it. I got both of them, see? I made a pair. And put the light back on. Yeah, and then that was the big hold up with coming up with wheels for it. I couldn't find any on any of the other cars, so I had to break down and make some. Okay, so let me set him off over here. I am going with that motor the way it is. I was going to smallerize it, but everybody said it looked just fine in the comments, so I'm going to take their word for it. Now, on the whirly-jigger, oh, check out Grandpa Munster's Grim Sleeper. It's coming along pretty good. Not bad at all, pretty good. Let me see. Get up here. Now, let me set these off. Remember the chassis? I was talking about how I like that coming up like that. On these old-timey, you just have to picture super old-timey horse and buggy, hearse. Horse-drawn hearse is what I was trying to say and not doing very good at it. Okay? And they had this center drawbar that come up like that and with a horse on either side. So I put the two together and plated it all around so it's extra strong. And it's got that, and then the motor, two motors, side by side, just like the horses would be on the front, hooked up to the drawbar. I got two cross ram, two 4-barrel cross ram intakes, you know, with two 4-barrel carbs on each cross ram, so there'd be 4 scoops across there, like on the Dragula, the little coffin car, Grandpa's Dragula. It's got the 2 scoops on a cross ram. Well, this guy's going to have the 2 scoops on the cross ram on both motors, so it'll have a little bit of the original on there. The rest of the dadgum thing, frameage here. This frame was difficult. It did not It wasn't easy to make. But I got that rear end out of that vet that I showed you a minute ago. I've already pirated it out. One of the reasons I wanted it, though, I needed a vet rear end. And you see I got it mounted up in here. It'll come back out. It's just tacked in place because I got to take it out and paint it. But what I did was I added a transmission piece to the rear end housing to make hey, I'm trying to hobby over here. Will you guys behave? I got to make a transaxle. And yeah, and then the motors are tied together here with the drive shaft running back, 2-speed transmission. Because, you know, how many speeds do you need with 2 motors? You could probably just put it in drive and go. Not bad, though. I'm thinking it's going to look just like an old horse-drawn hearse. And, oh, up front here on this is a buggy spring like that and a straight axle. And these wheels, the narrow ones that have the 12 spokes, drag wheels, Boot Hill Express. Boot Hill Express has a pair of them on it. And so do some of these Bogosian. AMT Depth Charger has it, and the fire truck has those wheels. I want to use a pair of those on the front, like wagon wheels. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to put on the back. You ever notice, though, sometimes a build will just take on a life of its own? Say, this is what I'm going to be now. Don't try to change my mind. Because I'm telling you, man, this is not what ain't what I signed up for. It's not what I started out as, but it is what it's fixing to be. That rear end looks good under there. I just now seen it from the back. Oh, lots of words coming out of my face. Okay, next is, I really like the way this swoop goes around here too. And naturally it runs away when I'm trying to talk. This looks very natural. The way it flows, very artistic. And the way this comes up, it's gonna be sweet, man. Okay, now I got a few models to show before I'm out of here. And this one is a rarity in my collection. It is a box stock build. But it's so beautiful. I love the body style of this car. The lines, beautiful chrome grills with the black end behind it. That's an open grill. This is a Mobius kit. A Chrysler 300, I think. Maybe 55, 53, 57, somewhere in there. Isn't that beautiful? It's just a gorgeous car, man. And got a lovely interior. I detailed the dash out a little bit, much as I can. And got the seats in there. Gotta have seats. And underneath, yep, has an underneath. And a drive shaft, believe it or not. Somebody must have come in here and did that. And the motor has a motor, a Hemi motor in it, nonetheless, with dual carbs. I tell you what, man, this is one of the most well-detailed. You see that fuel line coming off the carburetor there? That is really nice. I didn't put, there was little tiny itty-bitty decals that I could barely see to put on stuff under there. Wasn't going to do it. Too small. Okay, I have 357 Chevys I'm going to run by and brag on for a minute, and then I got to go. That'd be the end of the show. No? I don't know. I think I had a story. I don't know. I'm not running low on stories. I'm just maybe take a break from them for a little bit. This is my shaker. 57 Chevy, bad boy. Oh, 409. I love 409 motors, especially with that finned valve cover. That is beautiful. And it's got the sideways blower with the 4 carburetors. That's neat. If you'd have asked me what was under the hood, I wouldn't have been able to tell you. There's some homemade ladder bars, traction bars. You can call them ladder bars or you can call them traction bars. The ladder ones have the, let me see, what has ladder bars on it? Yeah, this one. Because they got the braces running through looking like a ladder. But ladder bars, solid bars, they're all traction bars. Yep. Well, look at that. There's a drive shaft in this one, too. Can't believe that, man. Not much to see on the interior. The fact that there's a steering wheel and a shifter is good enough for me. All right, one last one. And I showed this one not too long ago. But it's pretty cool. It's just a stock 57, but the guy that had it jacked it up in the back with some air shocks and shackles and put some cool wheels on it. I like leaving these things out and then drilling into them. Then they look like little scoops instead of big old stupid hood ornaments. They look more like little scoops. That's what I like to do. Well, I do what I like to do. Okay, well, a quick story. Donnie was working a summer job on a garbage truck when he first moved up north where I was. And he got this job with my neighbor riding in the garbage truck. And people was buying those big wheel tricycles. Excuse me. And the kid would spin that front wheel out so much it would wear out right away. And they were just throwing them away. And Donnie pulled the back wheels and axle off of them and put them in a bucket there on the side of the truck and bring that part home. After a while, we had a whole bunch of them wheels. And we decided we was going to build a little C-cab out of some plywood and boards and a couple lawnmower wheels in the front and those wide big wheels, big wheel tires on the back. The ones that you slide with, plastic, and made it out of plywood. It looked like this. You had to squeeze your butt inside it. I made it for my nephew. He was a little kid, you know, but I ain't gonna build something like that and not get out on the road and play in it. So you had to squish up and then slide in the back. And it had ropes that come from the axle there. Thing. It had ropes that come from the axle there up to pull it. You feeling better? Yeah, I'm all right. But the fun of it was, you get going real fast, you get a couple guys to push you, and you get going real fast down the road, and then jerk the wheels sideways, and it would loop. Whoops. Go around and around. And it was fun, you know, and then they come get in it, and I'd push them back. We'd take turns. And I had a couple guys push me, Donnie and Mike, pushed me down the road, got me going. And I decided I was going to fishtail a little bit. And I was whipping it back and forth like this, like that. And then I spun her out, and it hit the side of the road, flipped up on its side. And I started to climb out the back when I heard, whoop. And, oh, what is that? And the cop car had pulled right up next to me, and stuck my head out to sea of there like that. But hey, what can I do for you there, officer? And he says, who's driving that thing? And I said, nobody's driving. We were all in the back singing the whole time. And he just laughed. And I was sitting laying there on my side. He said, did you make that? I said, me and my brother did. He said, you think you could make another one? Yeah, why not? He said, I'd like to have one of those for my boy. I bet he'd have fun with that. Chucky said, yeah, they're a lot of fun when you can get to it. He was getting impatient. And yeah, so we built one for the cop too. We painted it black and white like a cop car and had a police star on the side. I think we charged him like $25 or something. It wasn't much. But it was a little cool little C-cab. Anyway, we had a lot of fun with it. Chuck had a lot of fun with it, but I almost got a ticket. Y'all, I got one more thing I want to talk about. That's why I wanted to make that a short story. because we lost a really great, wonderful guy. The extremely talented and awesome Gene Winfield passed away the other day. The man who gave us the Winfield fade and so many cool custom cars. He was legendary. I love Gene Winfield, man. I picked up so many customizing tips just watching his videos and stuff, you know, that I like to use on models that he used on real cars. He would take the front fender rails off of something like this and put them on something like a Mercury, 50 Merc, just to change the looks of it. You know, he wasn't afraid to do anything. And he's gone now, 98 years old. I believe he was 98 years old, maybe give or take a year. But, yeah, he will be greatly missed, and sad note to leave on, so let's bring it back up a little bit with y'all. Give me a comment over here. Comment time. And because I can't keep going without the comments, you all let me know which way to turn if there's a bump coming in the road ahead. You know, I feel like I'm driving a truck with no windshield. It's just blank, you know, can't see out. And you guys steering me down the road. Yeah, metaphorically, okay? A comment, a like, on the like, share with your friends, and subscribe. When you subscribe, you hit that black bell, and you get all the this stuff as soon as it comes out. And let me see. Yeah. It don't cost anything. That's what I want to say, is it's free. Come on, man. How much better is that? Everybody wants something that's free. So go ahead and subscribe if you want. And I will see y'all later. Bye.